Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and today, oh my goodness, Iron Forest. I completely forgot about this game because it would have been on my anticipated list big time. Because seems like it's been in development for almost 5 years. Banging on my head. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. I saw this at Essen, I want to say 3 years ago in early concept, and they've really been patient with their design. Probably COVID delayed it and all that jazz. Anyhow, what strikes me first is this early bird. 3 packs of custom sleeves for free. I sleeve everything because it makes the game look sexy. I'm throwing these in for free, hell yeah, baby! I'm on this pledge big time because I love dexterity games. I've got Catacombs 3rd edition, I've got Flick 'em Up, and Iron Forest will be a beautifully part of that selection, won't it? Ice Cool itself wasn't too hot on it, to be frank. I didn't really like the theme of it or what was going on, but this theme really looks good, doesn't it? It's like big mechs that's going on here. Now, Ice Cool obviously has a lot of love out there, but if you can see it, Ice Cool 2017 and we're 2022, so 5 years. You would have imagined it's been in development since then. In fact, it says here awards 2016, so is it 6 years? Anyway, we're coming in at one pledge at $85, which seems reasonable for what you're getting. I'll tell you now, the board and the elevated board, the art on it is sublime, isn't it? They've really, I don't know how many passes of art they've done, but it's looking stellar. Your actual mechs that you're going to be flicking look superb, and the flicking is liberal here. You can flick them any way you want. You can even jump over levels and curl them round corners and stuff. It's very, very skillful. And in fact, dexterity is about skill, right? If dexterity isn't about skill, it doesn't feel like it's a fair dexterity game, because you really want skill to be part of the dexterity experience, because you want that player who's better. You want that player in your team, because if you're playing a co-op, you want that player who's good, right? And it's funny, because in Catacombs, if I'm playing an opponent who if I'm the dungeon master and I'm deliberately trying to miss them, sometimes I genuinely miss because it's bad luck, which is bad luck. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, we've got art here. I do like the art of the mechs with the background with this kind of... They're kind of in the world, but it's a bit similar, isn't it? It's copy-paste backgrounds. And you can see the art on the boards here is there's different types of zones, right? So you've got forest zone, you've got dryish plain zone, and you've got this mechanized city up here at the top. Anyhow, you've got these nice boards, and it comes in scenarios and stuff, and they've got this launcher on the left here, which looks stunning, how they've designed the launcher, and you'll see in any of the playthrough videos this works well of launching your mech to the top tier. It is rather lovely. Now, I think what's surprising here in the world for me is that the world has got these animals running it, which is a bit unique. Animals designing mechs, it looks like. But you've got this comic thing going on, and it kind of makes it a little bit more harmless, I guess. Because they're all about party games, aren't they? So it is the evolution of Ice Cool. Ice Cool didn't really make sense to me because you're flicking penguins around. It was kind of an abstract game, right? I like my dexterities to have a little bit of thematic abstraction. So Catacombs, you're flicking arrows for the archer, or you're flicking a fireball across the thing, or you're flicking yourself because you're the warrior. In Flick 'em Up, you're firing bullets across the map, or you might even get the rifle, which lets you fire in a straight line better. And here, the mechs can operate strategically and stuff like that. So I kind of like it, you know. But a penguin rolling around makes no sense for me. Woo! But at least with Ice Cool in the history of the company here, you can definitely guarantee that this is going to be excellent to play with, right? Because it's like the Big Daddy version of it. Because look at it. Look at this. It's going to look amazing, isn't it? And so yeah, despite dexterity, there is luck in it. I mean, because if you think of like dexterity sports, like darts or snooker, pool, luck does come into play even with the best characters, right? So that's kind of why you can always surprise yourself, even despite your experience or lack of experience. You can really can lend to a very hilarious game. But on the face of it, looks fantastic when you bring people to the table. You tell them they just need to use their finger and all that stuff. But you know, these mechs have abilities, and as we go down, hopefully we'll see this. But it says $85 Kickstarter exclusive. What's Kickstarter exclusive? The price, the box. We'll see what it says. It's interesting how they have the upper level like a city. It reminds me of Evita, the kind of world. You've got the jungle down below and everyone's living, most of the rich people are living upstairs. Launcher again looks really nice. I love the attention to detail they've got going. I love the risers, the translucency of them, really good. They've got the door clips, which has been you know, this is not the first game that they're using door clips and holders. I mean, if you look at Catacombs, you're on 3rd edition, it's come through evolution. If you look at Monster Slaughter, when they brought their expansion out, they did a second version of their doors, which means that when Arceus was kickstarted, I knew that the level of attention to detail and the 3D doors and the terrain and all of Arceus was going to be fantastic, because it was basically growing on the success of Monster Slaughter. So here, everything they're showing me here, because of Ice Cool, I'm like very, very happy, because I know it's been honed, I know it's been iterated on, and I know that this is the best that they can bring. The minis are super cute, aren't they? These little micro minis. And if you look at the art on this one, you don't need to do much to paint this, do you? You just need to give it a bit of a darker wash to make it look a bit dirty, put some decal details on there, make it look really cool. Now, these activation cards that they're getting, we'll see these as we go down. I like this one, the Howler. In fact, the design of them are all really good. Spike one looks delicious as well. Boobo, I love this. It's an owl kind of mech. So interesting, these designs. And here we can see some different ones here because of the shield we've got here. He looks really kind of big and doesn't he? Drone. And with the backwards 3 here, it kind of makes it look like this could be an AI, right? But it's like the enemy AI against the animals. Wheel. And Chaser. So yeah, absolutely great. Now these scenario seats are basically how to set up the game and what you're going to do. So you've got the Iron Force, the animal clans. The Iron Force of this, imagine they might be an AI. I don't know what the theme is there, but theme-wise, you've got green versus red. You can see the kind of the setup that it's saying that both teams need to do here, and the goal, you each have a different goal to play, which is delicious. Now each scenario is unique and has its unique win conditions, which is nice, and it looks like potentially there might be a little bit of, do you know, because when you have scenarios, why don't you just have a little bit of a world map and link these together as if you're doing stuff, because, you know, shutting something down, supply run, doing a data mine, awakening something, establishing a network, seismic activity, this could be part of a campaign. Now, power-up cards, these are looking delicious. I love the art on these cards. I love the concept of jacking your mechs stronger, and all of these abilities are very thematic, right? Power bank, so you can do an extra attack. Repair kit, of course, mechs are gonna have this, aren't they? Shocker, so they've got all these kind of really cool, like, gadgets and stuff that you can be getting and stuff like that, so it's like super cool. And the background on these cards looks like they've been developed in a lab, right? So it looks like they've all been taken pictures in a lab, so I don't mind the art in the back of these. And there's like a purple one here, which is like a location system. I like how that has differentiated itself. So yeah, nice. Custom D20s. I've got a thing with custom D20 because when they're just like matte coloured, do they feel custom? You know, custom for me is like translucent, or I don't know. Do they have the X as the 10 on here? Is that what the custom thing is for a critical? Oh, not a 10, it's D20, isn't it? So the 20. Anyhow, foothold markers, turn order, and all these little bits and stuff going well. Setup's going to be really fun, and scenario, and this is going to be a great kids game for adults as well, isn't it? Dad and sons and daughters are going to have fun with this, I think, and if you've got high school, I think this is definitely going to be the next level up, because it's got a bit more strategy with the cards and the setup and stuff like that. You can see from these videos how big it looks. It's not small at all, and it looks amazing, doesn't it? Now, so the stretch goals, I was a little bit worried that we wouldn't see much because they're coming in from retail. And, but yes, we're getting more cards, it looks like, and it looks like they're going forward in slowly, like they might be waiting for the, the early birds to come in to see what the level should be stretched out to, because, yeah. Now, Mark Street, his video, he loves this, and it's like if you like dexterity, you're going to love it, right? I mean, it's an easy kind of back and all that stuff. So you get these optional badges. You get the 15 sleeves on the early bird. You can get extra mechs if that's what you want, or an extra launcher if you desire. I think one should be enough. Shipping rates, which it's funny because sometimes we do see Mexico, because there is a high proportion of expats here that love board games, especially Kickstarter board games, which is why we normally see it on it. And 84 on top of it means you're paying double price for the game. That is like... It's Quartermaster logistics though, so I'd imagine Mexico is just a bit more pricier than Canada, so maybe $30. They've been fairly good. Quartermaster logistics, I'll say that. Now, so kind of a short Kickstarter, isn't it? I think it would have been nice to have seen more of these cards. In fact, if there's something that I would love to see other than a campaign, is these mechs having, because the mechs come with 3 cards, you can see here. It'd be nice to see if they could upgrade their own, you know, so as you go through this scenario, maybe there's a chance of getting extra cards that upgrade these initial 3 cards that you begin with. That would be nice if it has that kind of growth through that mini campaign or whatever the scenario is, that you end up getting stuff. It would be nice to feel like you get these mechs and you can kind of role play them a little bit by making them faster or more powerful or more armored or whatever play style you feel. I know that they're obviously going to come with a baseline attributes, but you know, potentially it'd be nice to choose abilities and stuff if you went through that. Anyhow, yeah, I think it's looking good. I just want to see more abilities and abilities that are unique to each of the mechs, because you know, they all look like they have some unique features, and maybe they can do level 2 abilities and level 3 abilities if you're going through a campaign. Well, as this game's been in development for years now, and this is a long 24-day, hopefully we'll get some surprises going forward. And you know, if they've already got their scenarios, it doesn't take that much to link them together into a campaign. You can play them as one-offs, or you can link them together as a campaign, but it'd be nice then if you did the campaign that you actually got some stuff for the mechs that was unique to those mechs. That's kind of what I if I got a surprise, that'd be it. It says 14 plus. I think you can play this with 10-year-olds easy, right? 2 to 4 and 40 minutes on the box. One of the problems with Ice Cool was you needed 2 boxes to play with more people, and they've kind of solved that with this bigger box, so you can get 4 people around it, and that's dandy, isn't it? Really is dandy. But yeah, I'm interested to see what you think that you could, how you would stretch this game if it starts going bananas. I mean, it's already gone past its goal on day 1 with a really cool early bird. You should be able to see this video in time, especially if you're subscribed to the channel, of course. Yeah, this is definitely one of those super mega Kickstarters that is like AAA in quality. I've been waiting for this one. When I heard it was coming to Kickstarter years ago, I was very excited about it because it, you know, you get that next level polish, you get that better art, you get that better attention, you know, you shoot for the stars with your baby project, and yeah. And you know, it's potentially going to be the best dexterity game of the year. I mean, have we had a dexterity game on Kickstarter that's kind of been big, super AAA, big box? I don't think so. Other than Catacombs. So, yeah, this is like very cool, because we keep seeing dexterity games pushing the retail, but they don't go big and better on Kickstarter. But yeah, it's super cool. I think this is going to look fantastic, part of my dexterity collection on my shelf, so there's definitely a place for Iron Forest, and I'm super hyped for this project. Oh, do we recommend it? Absolutely! Dexterity fun! We're talking super gateway, super trendy, super fun, when you just want to have that night where you don't want to be thinking about playing a strategic Euro game or a thinky you know, you want to pull out these kind of fun games, I think Ice Forest would definitely get some love. Yeah, you know, when you play 2 board games night after night, and the first ones are heavy, like, it's nice to take it easy on that second night. So for me, definitely like having these lighter games in my collection, and Iron Forest looks delicious. It's definitely something that feels like it's part of my personality. I really love these mechs and the world design and the little abilities you can get. Just want to see a little bit more. Is that so much to ask for? And hopefully we'll see some surprises along the way. Iron Forest, ooh, super lovely. Well, peeps, I hope you enjoy the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you got this far, and I'd love to know your comments about this. Do you have Ice Cool, and is this boiling your blood like it is mine with excitement? Oh. And what a delicious early bird. Has there been an early bird better than this? Maybe. I'd love to know what you think is better than that. But Iron Forest then. Day 1 looking fantastic. Hopefully got surprises along the way, and definitely get a reminder on it, because you don't want to miss this, especially if it starts to stretch into unbackable territory if you're on the fence. But for me, I'm fully pledged in, can't wait to play it. So thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. This is of course Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe, and bye bye for now.